Now we have studied in the Bohr model of an atom that electrons, they revolve around the nucleus central body. In the first shell, that is known as K, next one is L, then next M, and last one it is N. K can has maximum of 2 electrons, this one 8 electrons, M can has a maximum of 18, and this one can has maximum of 32 electrons, that is N shell can has maximum of 32 electrons. Now based on this very model, we will draw the atomic orbital structures of different elements. 1 to 20 elements, they are in your syllabus, so that you have to draw. So first of all, we will draw for hydrogen. We know hydrogen is the first element of the periodic table. So hydrogen, it is having atomic number, it is equal to 1. For drawing, one thing keep in mind, for drawing this very structure we need only atomic number, mass number we don't need. So atomic number, it is 1, so number of electrons, it is equal to 1. And one thing more, only you need electrons here, no need to draw for protons, because protons, they are present inside the nucleus. We know they are present inside the nucleus, they are responsible only for the positive charge of the nucleus. So hydrogen is having one particular electron, so in the center it is nucleus, and first electron that will be in the K shell, so we will draw one dot for one electron. So here it is nucleus having one proton, and this one is the K shell having one electron. So this one is the atomic orbital structure for hydrogen atom. Now the next one is beryllium. Beryllium, I had written on the side 1 to 20 elements with their serial number, and serial number is equal to the atomic number of the elements in the periodic table. So beryllium, it is having symbol Be, and atomic number it is 4. So beryllium Be, atomic number which we represent with the help of Z, it is 4. Now one thing more is there, electronic configuration. We had studied that there are 4 different shells, K, L, M and N. K can has a maximum of 2 electrons, L 8, this one 18, and after that it is 32. Now you try to understand, here in case of beryllium, we know 4 electrons are there. Now when 2 electrons, they are going in the first shell, that is K shell, so next 2 will go in next shell, it is clear. So out of 4 electrons, 2 electrons they will go in the K shell, next 2 they will go in the L shell. You have to, how to arrange these, you have to arrange them in such a order that the Bohr's rule should be satisfied. Bohr said K will has maximum of 2 electrons, so out of 4, when 2 electrons are placed in the first shell, the remaining electrons they will go in the next shell. So remaining how much is there? 2 only, so 2 will go to the next shell. Now we know total 4 electrons. So in the center it is again positive charge with 4 protons, 4p you can write, 4p represents 4 protons, and first shell it is K, so K has how many electrons here? Here only 2, so I will draw here only 2. Next it is L shell, that is 1 and 2, so here it is K shell and here it is L shell. So this is the atomic orbital structure of beryllium atom. Clear? What is electronic configuration? It is the arrangement of electrons in different shells. So here only 2 shells are present, so 2 and 2, 4 electrons are present in different shells. Now the third one is carbon. We know carbon, as I had written here on the side, carbon is present at the 6th position, so atomic number of carbon is 6 and symbol is C. So atomic number 6 means number of electrons, they are also 6, number of protons, they are also 6. So now 6 electrons, we need to keep in mind only electrons. So Now writing down the electronic configuration. How do we write the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration, first of all, 2 electrons out of 6 will go in the K shell, and what is remaining, 4 electrons now are left, they will go in the next shell, that is L shell. So drawing the structure, I am here. So with 6 protons in the center, that is nucleus, so 2 electrons in the first shell, that is K shell, and further the leftover part will go to the last L shell. So here we have this very structure. So K here with 2 electrons and L here with 4 electrons. Okay. Now the next one, these all you have to draw in your copies, otherwise you won't understand. If you are facing the problem, then watch the video again and again, and if again some problem is there, then I am for your help. Now next we will draw for oxygen. Now oxygen symbol is capital O, atomic number it is 8. So atomic number is equal to number of electrons, that is 8, and number of protons, as I said, number of electrons is equal to number of protons is equal to atomic number, that is 8 here. Now again electronic configuration, first shell will has always 2 electrons and the leftover part will go to the next shell. So next 6 are left, so K and L. So here also same type we will follow. Center nucleus with 8 protons, and first of all K shell will be complete with 2 electrons, and next L will be completed with the remaining part, that is with the 6 electrons. So L with 6 electrons and K with 2 electrons. Clear? Clear to all? Okay. Now next we will draw for sodium atom. Sodium it is the 11th element of the periodic table, and it is having symbol Na. Why Na? Because this symbol has been derived from its Latin name, that is natrium. So earlier it was known as natrium. Now natrium sodium, it is having 11 atomic number, so number of electrons they are also equal to 11, and number of protons they are also equal to 11. Now here different type now has been introduced. Earlier we were dealing with K and L shell, but now one more shell needs to be taken into account. How? We know K can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons, L can accommodate maximum of 8 electrons. So how much total here? 2 plus 8, it is equal to 10. But now we are here having 11 electrons. So the next one electron that will go to the M shell. So how we will draw this one? Drawing is same. First shell, that is K, but in the center I had drawn nucleus with 11 protons. So K first, second 2 electrons, then L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You can count here 4 and 4, 8 here, and the next one it will go to the next shell, that is in the M shell, not in the L, it is M shell. Second one is the L shell, and the inner one it is the K shell. So clear to all? So this was regarding the sodium atom. Now next one we will draw for aluminium. Now aluminium, you can see here aluminium is having atomic number 13. So aluminium symbol, first of all it is Al, atomic number it is 13. So if atomic number is 13, then number of electrons they are also equal to 13, protons they are also equal to 13, and electronic configuration, first of all 2 electrons for K shell, then next one 8 electrons for L shell. Now 2 plus 8 it is 10, and how much out of 13 left? Only 3, so that will go to the M shell. So again we can draw in the center 13 protons then K shell with 2 electrons. Dots represents electrons. This thing keep in mind. Then L shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last M shell 1, 2 and 3. So M with 3, L with 8 and K as usual it is 2. So this one is the atomic orbital structure of aluminium. Clear? Chlorine, it is having atomic number next one, that is 17. Symbol is Cl. So number of electrons again 17, number of protons again 17. Electronic configuration, first of all for K, not for L, sorry, for K, then L, and the next one for M. So 2, 8 and 7. 2, 8 and remaining what is left, that will be in the next shell. So 2, 8 and 7. So this one is with respect to chlorine atom, and how the structure will be drawn. It is center 17 protons, first K 1, 2, then next one L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one it is for M 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here comes the atomic orbital structure of chlorine. So this thing you have to keep in mind. That is ions. What are ions? Ions, they are the positively or the negatively charged particles. How they are formed? They are formed when any electron is added or it is lost from any atom. We know always the electrons, they are equal to protons. So positive charge and negative charge, that is always equal on an atom. An atom is normally neutral in nature, having no charge. But whenever chemical reactions occur, so in the chemical reactions there is electronic transfer. So due to the transfer of electrons, one atom it may get positively charged and another one may get negatively charged. The atom which loses electron, that acquires the positive charge, and the one which gains electron, that acquires the negative charge. Now gaining and losing of electrons, that depends upon different factors that you will study in your higher classes, but always remember that whenever loss of electron occurs, there is development of positive charge. Why the development of positive charge is there? Because number of electrons are reduced, but number of protons, that remains same. Protons remains same. Suppose you are considering here the case of sodium. So sodium, we know how many electrons are there? It is 11. So 11 electrons and 11 protons. Now if suppose one negative charge is removed, now how much negative is there? 10 negative, 10 electrons, but protons are same. So one positive charge is extra here, so that leads to the development of positive charge. Clear? Why on losing an electron an atom gains positive charge? Because of the additional, or we can say the protons are same, they are not removed on removing an electron, they remain same as they were present in the earlier state. So here 11 protons but 10 electrons. So due to that, one extra positive, or you can say like this, 11 positive minus 11 plus 11 minus 11, that is equal to 0. But plus 11 minus 10, that will be equal to plus 1 here. So that plus 1 here in case of sodium atom. And when an atom gains electron, then it acquires a negative charge. Why? Due to the addition of one more extra negative charge. Like here, so chlorine Cl negative is written. So Cl negative in the normal state, it is having how many? 17 electrons and 17 protons. But if one more electron is added, it becomes 18 electrons. Means plus 17 minus 18. So plus 17 minus 18, it is equal to minus 1. So that minus 1 will be on the particle, that is the negatively charged particle will be present, and this one will be called as anion, and this one it is cation. Okay, so read the chapter very carefully, learn 1 to 20 elements with their atomic number, with their mass number, and draw the atomic orbital structures, and also go through the different experiments for subatomic particles, that is electrons, protons and neutrons. Okay, thank you for your valuable time.